VigilanteWilliamson here with a very simple question, and that is Dr. Disrespect not like us? I hate to do this. I am a Dr. Disrespect fan. I don't watch every stream, and I'm not really big into first-person shooters, but I'm a fan of the dude. But looks like there's some allegations out here in these streets about him trying to strike a chord and it being a minor, allegedly. Before we get too deep into this video, if you like it already, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching and thank you for your time. Like I said, so bias aside, I do like Dr. Disrespect. And if you've been following the channel, especially the past month or so, this week, I mean, there's no reason to follow the channel because I haven't been doing videos, haven't been doing content. I'm kind of going through this creator existential crisis. As much as I've been upset about potentially being shadow banned and all that stuff, as I get close to monetization, as I see channels grow and I'm thinking about my channel growing, I can't help but to see the negative of being a successful content creator. A lot of it came from the Ricada situation, if you remember him. A guy who had a lot of success on this platform and apparently is having some issues with certain substances, and that's affecting his life. Just the idea of being so big, so famous, even though it's a small platform, you know what I mean? Everyone doesn't know who Ricada is, but that success got to him, and that success defeating you. To quote Bane, what is it? Is victory defeated you? Yeah, I don't want victory to defeat me. We've talked about, and I'm not going to get into any names, but certain groups of individuals who came on this platform preaching principles, but it seemed like they were only looking for principle or as far as a down payment or expensive goods. They were only looking for money. They came on this platform screaming principles, but it was all about the paper. And you see, I don't want to do that. And now Dr. Disrespect. Now you see a guy who's been successful and haven't had a whole bunch of social media or PR blemishes, but now he's dealing with this. And I don't believe it because there's no evidence. There's no evidence. There, at least that I can find. If there's evidence that you found about this Dr. Disrespect situation, please put it in the comments. I would love to know. But from what I can tell, a former Twitch employee has alleged that Dr. Disrespect, if you guys remember, he was obviously big on Twitch. This former Twitch employee is alleging that Dr. Disrespect was on, I guess Twitch has something called Whispers. I don't even remember that. But apparently was messaging younger folks on that platform. And even though Dr. Disrespect did sue Twitch, because he was on Twitch, signed a big contract with Twitch, and then they canceled the contract and he was on YouTube, he has since sued Twitch. And he won. And Twitch is Amazon, by the way. Twitch is owned by Amazon. It's very hard to sue a billion-trillion-dollar multinational corporation and win. Even if you are in the right, it's very hard to sue them and win. Many a time has the big corporation just played legal long ball and just bully people out of lawsuits. So the fact that he won, and the fact that there's really no evidence, just source trust me, bro, leads to me believing, at least from my perspective, that he's innocent from what I can tell. But when these allegations are on you, man, they can stick to you. Let's talk about somebody else in the news. I may make a video about it, I don't know. Josh Giddey recently got traded for Alex Caruso in a head-scratching trade if you're a sports ball guy, a basketball guy. And I have even helped add the Not Like Us references to comments on videos talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And Josh Giddey is legally cleared. He's legally cleared. I am not a lawyer. I'm not an expert on California age of consent law, but he's been cleared legally. There's no more investigation on Josh Giddey. He will have no legal consequences, but even somebody like me will still make jokes about Josh Giddey liking the kitties and, the A minor Kendrick line or whatever other line. He's got a weird case. Why is he around? I mean, and I'm not the only one. Real quick editor's note, I did want to explain the reason I don't trust Josh Giddey's situation and do trust Dr. Disrespect's situation. The answer is evidence. Even though the legal situation is over with Josh Giddey, around the time the story broke, there were a lot of different pictures, or not a lot, but there were a couple different pictures of Josh Giddey with the alleged young lady. So that led to me believing there more happened than just meets the eye. That said, he still legally has no issues regarding that incident, and technically neither does Dot. But if you were wondering, well, why do you believe one, not the other? That's the reasoning. And now that he's in Detroit's division, that motherfucker who does the music for, I'm about to say the Palace because I'm an old man, it's Little Caesars Arena now. That motherfucker would be a fool every time Josh Giddey got the ball, then start Not Like Us, the instrumental. Or if he can get the section where it's like he tried to strike a chord, but it's A minor. I'm going to keep referencing that because it's my favorite part of the song. But yeah, like you would be a fool not to play that if you're the opposing team every time he gets the ball. You would be a fool, especially because the song is kind of a banger anyway. You would be a fool not to do that. A fool. So he's going to have to live with that regardless of the legal situation the rest of his life. Will Dr. Disrespect have to deal with that regardless of the legal situation for the rest of his life? Because that's what these allegations do. That's what makes them so hurtful. At the same time, we know how Hollywood is. They do like the youth. Dan Snyders do exist, allegedly. And, there's some sick fucks out there. But we also know, the internet's a crazy place. We know there's girls that will bait guys. It just happened with the cartoonist, cartoonist kayfabe? I'm sorry, I did not know this brother, but I know he offed himself. And I hate to be so crude, but self-deleted. All these words are crude to me. But he eliminated his own life after allegations came up that he was talking to somebody who was on the youthful side of things. Apparently that wasn't quite the case, and she misrepresented herself. And again, I don't know the specifics to that situation, so I'm talking a little bit out of my ass. So if you know more about the cartoonist kayfabe situation, please put that in the comments as well. But from what I could gather, if I remember everything correctly, was a woman who was young but kind of tried to bait the individual into a situation and then release all the text to try to slander him. And you have stuff like that happen on the internet on top of everything else. Again, allegations like this will stick, even if they're not true. But here's another thing. I'm taking the risk defending Dr. Disrespect. I believe him to be innocent. I think it's messed up what's happening, but I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, now I look like I'm defending a PDF file, and so that's not a good look either, or P3DO as I might call them. That's not a good look either. So this is just another chapter in this is what happens when you're famous. This is what happens when you get successful on the internet, for better or for worse. Allegations pop up rather than true. Now, again, it could be true. I doubt it because I don't see how he could have gotten his contract canceled by Twitch, sued, and won the money for that contract without him being right. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have settled for the money. They would have rather paid the legal fees and stormed him out, or released whatever evidence there was that he was talking to the youth. Because that would have been, they could have leaked that. And they didn't. So, because it doesn't exist, according to me. But I don't know. I'm just an asshole on the internet like anyone else. What do you guys think of this Dr. Disrespect situation? Do you guys think he's guilty, innocent? What do you think of the guilty until proven innocent culture that we live in now? What do you guys think of Josh Giddey? Am I being too hard on him? He's out of legal situations, but he's still getting messed with for liking the youth. It's a touchy situation because nobody respects those type of people. But that allegation doesn't have to be true. Just because you say something doesn't mean it's true. So you guys tell me, what do you think about this Dr. Disrespect situation, or anything else you want to put in the comments? If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night and God bless. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.